TDs like I'm staff, I do fraud, not the trap. Shit, I'm living what I rap, so I'm cautious with my tracks. Drop a deuce and take a nap with this Moschino on my back. I fell in love with the money, I woke up thinking about them racks. Hey, don't tell me that you happy, cause at first you doubted me. Little nigga, you my son, boy, you like my prodigy. I put 30 in this clip and one up top, that's Halloween. I just left the mom, now I'm finna get back to this weed. She like my song, she like how you do the melodies. He want a verse and dog cool, but I don't rap for free. Matter of fact, you ain't from my hood, can't get no track with me. On 75, doing 100 like I don't care about police. Like a bat out of hell when I get an AMG. Put some pressure on these niggas cause they tried to play with me. Try to study what I'm on, what is his anatomy. Yeah, I broke your heart, bitch, but it's no apologies. I told niggas I was coming with a full head of steam. That sound weak, you should've hit me up and paid a little fee. I told Ben Frank it's real and got down on that knee. I ain't buddies with no rapper, I ain't meet you in the streets. Ayy, 22, made my own money, niggas never had no handout. Pull up with them K's, they like, wop, you brought the clan out. Niggas used to hate at first, but niggas, they my fan now.
Fuck all that talking, we gon' get them straight. I'm in the trenches damn near every day. I get the money and stay out the way. I'm moving solo, can't fuck with no snakes. Pull out them bands and I got them amazed. She'll fuck me for a new pair of J's. He tryna fix shop and eat in space. Take off your bitch cause you losing your face. Bitch, where I'm from, how young niggas gon' play. If they ain't convicted, they clench them gays. Fuck all these hoes and I'm style my face. I can't fuck with you, too busy getting paid. All of my niggas keep it on the waist. Don't step in my section, the shit it ain't safe. I'm on my shit, that's the reason they hate. Straight to the top, yeah, I'm on the way. Just out the bank, took out 20,000 of flicks. I'm feeling like fuck a nigga. If you get out of line, you get hit with that iron. It really ain't shit to come touch a nigga. I be out of the state, I just stay out the way. Don't get too close about another nigga. This why yes fuck, ain't no trust to give up. So I had to stop trusting niggas. Never did fuck with them other niggas. Really, I never did fuck with niggas. I just been around a couple niggas. Elimination come and fuck a nigga. I just pulled up here doors. Yeah, I fell in love with the jewels. Backwoods with some fruit. A side rifle when I move. I'm finna call me a cool. 23 be on all of my shoes. I just guess I on some jewels. It look like I slipped in a pool. Yeah, they be watching my moves. Can't take a L on lows. He move around with the nose. You gon' get hit with that too. Don't give no fuck about you. Step on the same bitch's shoes. My body's full of them blues. They tryna play me like a fool. Cause I never did finish school. Now they tryna see what I do. All that talking, we gon' get them straight. I'm in the trenches damn near every day. I get the money and stay out the way. I'm moving solo, can't fuck with no snakes. Pull out them bands and I got them amazed. She'll fuck me for a new pair of J's. He tryna fix shop and eat in space. Take off your business.
Yeah, I was actually looking at this guy. Look at this song, wait. He shouts out CX. Trust me, I'm not lying. What song was it? I think it's this one. Fuck it. I just don't use ad blocker, guys. I feel scummy if I use ad blocker. So anyway, yeah, I think it's this song. Yeah, look. He shouts out CX. Trust me. Wait. Not this one. That's the one. I just cut this one. Okay.
Drop top, high spot, extra clips, high. Bitch blow up my phone, she asks when I'm coming home. Bitch blow up my phone, she asks when I'm coming home. Bitch blow up my phone, she asks when I'm coming home. Bitch blow up my phone, she asks when I'm coming home.
Yeah, you know, man, he watches Ice Poseidon. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. He watches Ice Poseidon.
Bitch blow up my phone. I don't talk on cell phones. Broke out through a jail phone. Bitch blow up my phone. She asks when I'm coming home.
CX when I'm coming home, you know? Yeah, he's part of the fucking autistic gang, you know? Anyway. How's it going, fucking guys? What's up? Yesterday I didn't stream at all, actually, because I've been working on a lot of content for you guys, and hopefully over the next couple of weeks, you're gonna see some legit streams from me. I hope so. I planned some streams for New York. Me and Hannah are gonna be going to New York on the 17th, Sunday. No, Monday. Monday, me and Hannah are going. We've got like a one-way flight to New York, and then when we get to New York, we're gonna do some stuff in New York. We might go from New York to Miami, and then maybe from Miami to somewhere else. We have 10 days, okay? So Hannah's got 10 days off work. So I want to try and get as much done in them 10 days as possible. So, yeah, lots of me and Hannah streams. Yo, Blvd, did you just turn red? Or have you been red a while? Or did the red just look more red? I feel like I don't know. Are you the first red, or am I tripping? Today you turned red. That's fucking sick, Blvd. That's sick. Yeah, he's got a red chili next to his name now. He's the OG sub. Yeah, exactly. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so yeah, I've got a couple of things planned. There's this there's a couple of things I want. First of all, there's this crazy jeweler in, he's not a jeweler, he does this fucking nuts engraving. I don't want to really show you him right now, I'll show you him close to the time, but he's wild with what he does. I want to do some shit with him. Okay, there's this guy that I'm trying to plan a stream with right now, and he's fucking nuts. Like, I'm potentially, okay. So, this guy's called Sketchy Andy. This is the fucking guy here, and he potentially he said to me, if I pay for a flight for him and one person to go to Hawaii, he'll give me a week of content. Right? I'm gonna negotiate with him. I don't know how much that's gonna be, but look, check out this guy.
In the spirit of giving, enjoy 2 free weeks of
free commercial.
Live TV, YouTube TV. Watch like a fan.
It's like you take something that's already incredibly dangerous and you make it even more dangerous.
I've not watched this documentary.
I don't know if A, I'm outdated and I'm not aware of the cutting edge.
Yeah, guys.
Or B, I'm just smarter.
Kind of experiment.
Dude, he's so out there. I mean, he's so crazy.
This is the Moab Monkey Den, and these are the slack lines.
Well, Andy moved in with my son, Canyon, who's 14, and myself, and dog Bonnie. One big happy family here in Moab now.
1, 2, 1.
So,
2, life for us. It's a dirtbag life for us. Instead of renting,
that's him, the guy with like the crazy hair.
in our tent. It's a dirtbag life for us. It's a dirtbag life.
And Andy's definitely, his dial's turned up a couple of notches higher than everybody else's.
He's the craziest desert monkey I know.
I'm Andy Lewis, and this is Terrible Bed Placement.
He's continually pushing his limitations. Self-preservation's out the window a little bit, you know.
Andy does everything. It's not only can he trick line, but he can also high line extremely well.
Highlining for me, it's just not
Awesome
scary.
NYC, I got you too. I'm at Jersey Shore but went to college in Manhattan. Gonna reserve a hotel now. Gonna be fun times, Sam. If you want a driver, let me know, I'll drive up.
Yo, Tom, let's definitely do something.
Abilities. In the last year,
let's do
I've
something.
been inventing these ways of spicing it up a bit. That's great mental practice. You put the leash around things that you would not want to fall on. It's tied around your wrist and 25 feet long. So I've made the ankle leash entitled the ball and chain. I have the longest highline walk ever. It's 340 feet long, 360 feet high.
Only past halfway. Holy, he's gonna send it.
So
He's always looking at everything in a way.
basically, I want to work with this guy. He's done.
Hi, I'm Andy Lewis from
He's
Moab,
done
Utah,
some
and
fucking
you're watching the line.
stupid stuff. Like
His parachute.
he does so like. Yeah, look, watch this.
Flew direct. But Miles wanted to land on the Kingfisher as well, so he's got a PCA and ended up not landing on it. It was kind
He
of
does
windy.
some fucking crazy shit.
And I
Yeah,
jumped
Sketchy
and
Andy,
I had
his
my
name's
toggles
Jack.
actually rigged through my rings like a skydiving rig, so you can let.
So he does like base jumping, he does high lining, he does all this shit. So what I want to do is I want to go and I don't want to film him doing it. Like I want to do it. Like I want to walk across fucking 100-foot gaps over ravines. I want to do like crazy rope swings and shit like that. So I'm talking to him at the moment, and it seems like something that could happen. So for that pretty much what I've been doing for the last like what I'm concentrating since I got back from Hawaii is finding people that I can just do fucked things with. So there's that, and then other than that, I'm speaking to this guy who's heavily involved in gang culture in Detroit. He photographs pretty much all of the hood, like the straight hood rappers in Detroit, all the ones with like who just have hella guns, drugs, all that shit. And I told him, hey, like, I want to come to Detroit for a week, and I want to just, like, get into some real shit, like, just film in the hood, for a week, and, but I need a host, and he's like, yo, bro, come through. So, I think...
Recap your Reddit, your soy boy pussy. You would suck at this shit BTW.
No, I'll be good at this. I'll be good at the highlining. So... I'm gonna go to Detroit for a week and hopefully film with like gang members in Detroit. So I don't know. Would you guys want to see that? Like, is that something you'd want to see?
You need to watch Nightscape latest video.
All right, I'll have a look. What's he done? Let me have a look. Yeah, so it's gonna be kind of fucked. It's gonna be fucked, and it's obviously gonna be scary. But I want to do like. I want to do this shit. Yeah, I've seen my friend's actually. My friend's actually one of these people who does this. His name's James Kingston. He's from the UK. I know a lot of you are saying it's not a good idea, but I don't want to live my life like. I want to be able to live, like, if I die, fuck it. Like, I've died doing something crazy that I'm gonna be thoroughly interested in. And I don't think I'm not like Ice, you know? I'm not gonna go into the gangs with media and TTS on. I'm gonna go in and I'll be respectful of everything. We did stuff with Miami Ski, and they're pretty heavily affiliated. Like, they turned up with fucking guns on them, and we were riding through the hood, and we didn't get shot. So, I think if you pay respect to people, they pay respect back. Fuck. That's nuts. That's so fucking crazy.
2 days ago, we've just turned up, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't prepared any accommodation. Tallest the fuck up one who lived in the city. Pretty much. It is. We have arrived.
You can hear them coming. They're a few meters away from you.
Okay. Bro, you know we have. This is so. We just had to run. Let's see.
I want to just see the fucking climb. Did he climb ladders the whole way?
Oh, we're so close. Alright, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
I'd want gloves for that shit.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Fucking hell.
Carrying a drone on his front, for sure.
We fucking made it.
Let's see this view. That's
This is
what
the
I want to
level we
see.
come up.
Shit! That's nuts.
And now we wait
Up,
for
down. Oh my god. I'm so down to do this shit. Like, I'm so down to do this shit. I wouldn't stand on that lip like that though, that's fucked. Maybe I would if I, like, was up there long enough to, like, get comfortable. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's beautiful. So beautiful.
They climb a crane on the Shanghai Tower in China.
Yeah, I've seen that. That video's fucking crazy, Jux. I've seen that shit. The Russians. That's beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. Yeah, no. How would there be service? Like, how would there be service at the top of the stairway to heaven? There was. Some areas, yeah, you know, I need to look into shit like that. I'm not saying I'm gonna go to that particular spot. But there are places that you know, have service and are crazy like that. It all depends on the location. Yeah, so basically my goal is okay. I want to be open with you guys, and I want to be honest with you guys, and I want to explain a few things. But I know the community can be kind of like critical of things people say. What I've learned, okay, so I came into CX with this kind of like attitude of like looking at how Ice live streams and looking at Ice's like the community he's built and being like, oh, this is the content people want. Like, people want this very like autistic content. They want me to be going out on the streets and just interacting with people and being dumb and being like stupid and seeing what like dumb situations I can get myself in. And you know, I've tried that, and I've been kind of going in and out of like, you know, I do that content, I do my content. But after the Hawaii trip, like personally, like inside my heart and like how I feel, is the content that I enjoy doing the most is like when I climbed the stairway to heaven, when we went and looked at the volcano, when we go and do stuff with Itai, when I went and met Miami Skeet. You know, I like showing you guys stuff that you wouldn't normally get to see. And for me, that's what makes me feel fulfilled inside, and it makes me feel really happy. And I think if I'm happy and I'm fulfilled, then I'm going to produce more content, I'm going to be more involved with it, and I'm going to be doing that shit more. So, it's not the content exactly that the community's used to, but I don't think the community, like, I think it would be nice to have a little bit of diversity in the community in terms of the content, and I think that's something that I bring, and I think that's something that I'd enjoy doing. What's your guys' opinion on that? Does that seem like a fair thing to say, or let me like read the chats. Okay. So, a bunch of you guys are saying that that's the kind of the content you want. And someone here said, ALA Max said dissing Istra's content, and I want to be clear, that's not the case. I'm saying that content is perfect for Ice. That's who Ice is as a human being, and that's the content he likes to create. I'm saying that for me personally, I feel fulfilled making the content that I just talked about. It's definitely not saying that the content I make isn't as good as the content I make. It's just saying it's two different types of content, and this is the kind of content I like to create, so I'm going to focus on making more of that kind of experience. Bring a cameraman. Yeah, so, okay, so in the new year, I'm going to start traveling a lot more, and I'm going to start trying to put together a lot, you know, a lot of very interesting content for you guys to watch. Nick, you don't have to copy anyone, do what you want. I like you because you're 100% yourself. I try to be 100% myself, and it gets like... It gets kind of hard, and I know everyone always says like, you know, I'm myself, I am who I am and whatever, but that's not always the case. We end up getting influenced by other people around us, or we start doing stuff, especially as an influencer, and I've seen myself do that already with pranks, like how I fell into like the whole fake prank realm. I was doing it because I was getting rewarded from my viewers for doing it. That's what they wanted. They wanted more and more and more extreme pranks. And I did that, and look what happened there. It ended in a lot of drama, and it really heavily affected my career. So I think what's important is that I do listen to the community, and I do listen to you guys, but we work together to make content that I feel like is fulfilling for myself, and also that is great for you guys to watch. And I think there's got to be this balance between the two. Take out a loan and invest in a cameraman and a Jacob. So I do want to bring in someone to help me a lot.
I love
and
how you are, Sam, my boy. Devilish face, black heart, you got this.
Yo, thank you. I appreciate that, AO. I'll see you in New York. Yeah, I want to bring in someone, and I've been working very heavily with my Jacob, Jank, aka Jankub. So hopefully me and him can get in some trouble together soon, and like, you know, if I need someone to come with me to, you know, to some crazy shit, and he's down to do the crazy shit, then I'm sure he'll come along, and you know, we can make some cool stuff together. Jankub ain't doing any of that. He's not always down for trouble, just not heights. Jank, man, we're gonna get you climbing up the tower, bro. We're gonna get you climbing up the tower.
You are what this community needs, Sam. Love you, CX.
Yo, thank you very much, Uran. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this documentary. Let's talk a little bit about this documentary. So, last night, I spent all day yesterday trying to meet this woman. Okay, rewind. I was at this place, it's called Nick Metropolis's, It's a crazy place in LA. It's where Ice bought the KFC sign from and the vending machine. I don't know if you guys remember that. So I was there, and I met this woman who was filming a documentary on Nick, and she's actually made lots of other documentaries as well. Oh, 1 second. I have some really... Sorry, I'm in so many people's DMs on Instagram right now trying to plan content. There's this guy I found, and I think he will be fucking amazing content. I don't want to like expose it yet until I do it, but I've got to get on a phone call with him after I finish streaming. So what was I saying? So yeah. So I met this woman. She was making a documentary on this guy called Nick Metropolis. He owns this crazy... he owns this crazy place. She did a GoFundMe for him. Like, GoFundMe Nick Metropolis. Let me see if I can find it. Because she made the video. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is... Okay, ready? So I haven't watched this, but... So... She met him first of all, and he said to her, like, oh, I see you make videos, like, I want to do a GoFundMe to help raise money because I'm going out of business. Would you be able to make a short, like, video on me going out of business and help me stay in business? And she said, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And she did it, and then based off of that, she wanted to do a documentary on it. So she got a bunch of funding, and she's doing this documentary, and she's done a lot of other stuff. She's done a documentary on human trafficking. She used to work in the news. Like, she's really actually legit. Like, she's been in this world for a long time. She's a very smart woman. Let's quickly watch this. I've never watched this, so I don't know whether it's gonna be shot nice or it's just like a little quick cheesy video or whatever, but I know she helped make this. Oh, this is like a quick edit that I think she put together for free. Royalty-free music.
I always look forward to driving down La Brea. Oh, look, it's Nick. Oh, look, there he is. Oh, my God.
We drive past this place, and I point, I go, what is that? What is that? That's what I need.
What is that? It's a focal point of the city. You know, you can't drive by this corner without seeing all of this stuff, and your curiosity will bring you in.
I'm Nick Metropolis. Welcome to this
Every
wild,
Ice Poseidon is
crazy world.
CX, but not every CX is Ice Poseidon. You will never beat Ice at what he does, doing GU own thing and consistently providing wholesome content like what you are suggesting will be great for your soul and your stream.
Yo, thank you, Flomas. I appreciate that. That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Oh God, I've been here 26 years. We have a good time here. We mix it up quite a bit because we do a lot of rentals to film and television. So we don't specialize. It's just kind of like a wacky array of things. I like that feeling you come in and you don't know where to look because there's just so much going on. And it's big. It's 10,500 square feet. So I come to work and all of a sudden I'm in a carnival. It's hard to explain. I've had people say that, oh my God, this corner, something drew me in. And I've had people say it is like a vortex. All walks of life come to this corner. So sometimes there is a mixture of someone from France talking to someone from Bakersfield. And these would be people that would not be talking to anyone outside of here. They meet on this corner and something in common brings them together. This corner is very magical, very magical. So here's the situation now. We had a very, very kind landlord that would let us, you know, be behind a little bit, catch up. This is over 26 years. The rains, the recent rains that California experienced almost had us closed. I mean, we'd open every day, but no one was shopping in this open air store. So we got behind a few months in rent. Then we had a major robbery. We lost $35,000 worth of things. These guys came in and went only to Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe, and Beatles. So they certainly had cased the place, and these things that led to us being now about $100,000 behind. Not a lot of money when you know that our rent is $16,000 a month. We're behind about 6 months. So I'm not looking to run away from the rent. I'm looking to pay it, and we're the management company that's just very serious. It's all business, and all they really want is their money, or we will be out.
But it's kind of hard trying to, when you're living on the streets, to try to, change your life that much, when you ain't got that much. Nick has always been a positive influence for people around here,
Nick is very helpful, man. He has a good heart. Him and his wife.
He cares about us. He cares about our kids, and he's kind to them, and it's just something very, very special.
They've been an impact in the community. They give back to the community. They help everyone, including myself, make sure that our projects are taken care of. I think it's time to band together and help them in their time of need.
When we're ahead, we pay it forward. When we have money, we're helping veterans.
So,
we give to autistic.
So regardless of the GoFundMe, this Nick guy, this has been a storyline that's been going on. The fact that he can't afford his rent and he's going out of business. And yeah, he is going out of business, but it's just because of his own stupidity. And when you watch the documentary, I think you'll see this, and you'll see it kind of all unveil. And I mean, to donate to this GoFundMe is fucking stupid, and I think that's why it only got 7,000 out of the 5,000. But yeah, I went in there with Hannah, and I don't know if you guys were watching the stream, but I was trying to buy a mannequin hand for Hannah. She wanted a mannequin hand that she could put on her wall and then hang jewelry and stuff off of it. And I went there, and they wouldn't sell it to me. Like, they were like, oh no, Nick likes that mannequin too much. Like, they're not for sale. The black mannequins aren't for sale. They're too collectible. And I'm like, no wonder you're not paying your rent when you won't fucking sell me something. And, I spoke in depth a little bit more with the documentary woman. She's like, that shit happens all the time. Like, he's a hoarder. And, he hoards all of this stuff, and he wants it to be a business, but then he doesn't want to let any of the stuff go. So he ends up in loads of debt. His employees are months behind being paid. He's just a crazy guy. Like, he has a good heart, but he doesn't have a good business mind, I think. And it's kind of, it's left him in a bit of a situation. So she's filming. Anyway, we went on a bit of a tangent there. She's currently filming a documentary on him, and I met her, and I got good vibes from her. I didn't talk to her much, but I got good vibes from her, and I was like, look, I'm part of this crazy world of live streamers. It's called the CX community, and it's coming for me, and not unlike a lot of you guys have been in this for a long time. And you guys have been kind of looking at this stuff, and you've seen ICE grow up all the way. I haven't. I've been in this world for 7 months now, and I came from 9 years of YouTube, of normie mainstream YouTube shit, and I came into this world. So when I look at when I look at CX, when I look at Ice Poseidon, when I look at this IRL live streaming thing, even though I'm a part of it and I've kind of embraced that, and I put myself in the exact same situations Ice is in, I also have this kind of still this outside person kind of looking in at I can still look around and be like, yo, this fucking crazy. Like, this whole world is crazy. This whole thing is just so surreal. And Smoking Herb said, normie outlook. Yes, and I think that's something that I definitely identify myself as. Like, in the community, I'm definitely I'm half, I'm a fucking mudblood or whatever you call it in Harry Potter. I'm half normie, I'm half autist. And for me, I still get excited to tell people about CX. I get excited to tell people about Ice Poseidon. Like, I sat down. So this woman, she was shooting Nick all day, and then she had to do some paperwork. We didn't end up meeting till 12 o'clock last night. And we met down in the little conference room area of the apartment. And she had to work at 9 a.m. and obviously I have to get up to do stuff and start streaming. And we spoke through till 3 a.m. in the morning. And just for me to tell all of the stories and everything about ICE and everything about the community and everything about CX and show her videos and show her clips, like, I just got lost in that. And for me, it's so exciting. Like, I love the fucking world, and I love all of you guys, and I love everything that's been built, that when I talk about it, I get happy and I get excited. Like, I'm excited to tell people about it because I'm like, I want to let someone else know about this crazy world that exists. And I still feel like people know who Ice Poseidon is, but they know about Ice Poseidon from certain videos, making money on sleep streams, swatting, fucking racist donos. But they don't know the full extent of the community. And when you tell people more and more and more, they're like, no fucking way, really? Wow. And like, and for me, I love that. Like, I'm definitely a storyteller, and I love telling people stuff. So me and her sat down for like 3 hours last night, and we pretty much agreed, and I need to obviously speak to Ice about this, and see where he stands with it, but we pretty much agreed that we're both down to make a documentary about Ice Poseidon and the CX community. So this is something my whole life, this isn't something I've just wanted to do, make a documentary. Like, for my whole life, I've been obsessed with documentaries, like, since I watched Louis Theroux growing up. Like, I've loved that, and I've always, my whole life, wanted to make a documentary, which I invest, a lot of myself in making, and I can't think of really anything better than to make it about the, ICE. And as someone who kind of did a lot for me and brought me in and kind of like literally turned my life around, I think it would be like a homage, if that's the word, to him. Like, it would be like my thing, like, you did this for me, I want to do this for you, and like make something really fucking awesome. So yeah, I want to speak to Ice about it. And what is the word I'm trying to say, guys? What is the word I'm trying to say? Can you help me out here? Not hummus. I don't want an intro to learning how to say a word.
The correct pronunciation of this word is homage. Now
Homage.
Humans know they are paying too much with Verizon. No,
10 English words that you pronounce incorrectly. Oh my god.
Wow, that would save us
nearly $8,000.
Save nearly $1,000 over Verizon.
Fucking ads. Sorry guys.
Hello,
Sorry.
and welcome back to English with.
I'm not gonna watch.
The next active form. Now,
I'm not gonna fucking listen to you for this whole time. Where's that fucking word? She don't even say it. What's this fucking bitch saying?
Homage.
Homage. I feel like I was pretty close. I just pronounced the H too heavy. Homage. Add for a word, by the way. Homage. Is that right? No, I'm not saying homage. But anyway, regardless. Okay, so I want to talk to Ice about it. I texted him last night, and then let me Alright, I texted him. Let's see when we text back. Yeah, so anyway, so I talked to her about the logistics of if we want to make this documentary, if Ice is if Ice is happy with it, what do we need to do? And So the first thing what we need to do is we need to make a sizzle, okay, Ice is calling me. Hello, sir.
Hey, Sam.
How you doing?
What's up?
So, I'm gonna try and like shorten the story as long as possible. But I met this woman like at Nick's, you know where you bought the KFC sign from.
At Nick's, okay.
You know where I'm on about, where the KFC sign is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's doing a documentary on Nick, and it's all about Nick, and like she's like a professional like documentarian. I don't know if that's the word, but she's done lots of documentaries before.
I think that would call her. That would mean she's a doctor.
No, she's not a doctor.
Yeah, she does documentaries.
I hate you. And so she's doing a documentary on Nick, and she's done loads of documentaries before. She worked with the news, like she's like actually legit. And I spoke to her about like streaming and you and stuff, and I said, look, we should meet up and talk. Like I've always wanted to like do a documentary. Like that's been my dream for like a long time, to do a documentary. And I met with her for like 3 hours last night. And pretty much she's down to do like a documentary on like you and like the CX community. And like it's something that I really want to do, and I just wanted to see what your opinion is on that, you know, of me doing that. Not me as I wouldn't be like hosting the documentary. I'm literally just going to be like producing it.
What is what would you be producing? Like what would your role be?
Like I'd basically be trying to like capture the like explain everything, tell them things that need to be filmed and everything like that, and work with her on basically like the storyline, you know, like how it's going to pan out, like where it starts from, where it goes to, how it's going to end, and you know, like I'd direct it with her.
Well, you definitely know where to have shit being filmed at.
Exactly. You know, like I'd just work with her, and obviously there'd be a team. Yeah. And you know, so basically I was just telling the stream, and I might as well tell you so I don't have to tell it twice. So I talked to her about like how we move forwards with it, and she has all the she has all the yeah. She has the yeah.
Sorry. If it's a documentary about live streaming in general, how are you going to put that in your perspective? Because you've been live streaming for...
No, it's not about live streaming in general. I think it's definitely more about you.
So, how are you going to produce that?
Because obviously we'll come and film you.
Right, but what are you... Like, how are you going to get the... Like, what's the vision that you see?
No, I mean, that's something that, like, I still need to talk with her, and I need to develop that more, but it's about your life. Like, it's about your life, how you came up, how you ended up where you are now, how you created this world, what this world is, all the people around it, all the Andes, all of the viewers, all of the people, you know, like, everyone, everything. It would be interviewing everyone, you know, it would be filming you, and it would just be like a documentary about you and your life. Like, you know, the documentary that was just made on you by Raj, or whatever his name is.
Raj Toilet.
Yeah, Raj Toilet, yeah. It's like that concept. It's like the Ice Poseidon story, but like legit made, legit filmed, legit interviews with everyone. I'm not saying that that's like his wasn't good, his was fucking awesome, and that's what inspired me to like want to make something. Like, you know, I've always wanted to do documentaries, but to make it on you, I feel like for me I'd feel really good about it, because it'd be like me giving back to you, and like, you know, I think it would be something that I'd really enjoy doing.
No, it sounds awesome. How much is this gonna cost?
So yeah, so the next step, I asked her what the next step would be, and she's already said like pretty much she's down to do it with me, because she really likes me and my, you know, my vision, and she thinks we could work well together. And so the next step would be we have to film like basically a sizzle thing. So it's basically like a trailer or a mini version of the documentary, which would then, she'd take it to all the people she knows, whether it's Netflix or you know, all these different platforms. And I know you were going to do something with Netflix before, right?
Yeah.
And what happened with that?
I have no idea what happened to that.
So this is why it's good that we're doing it as a documentary, because no controversy or no drama or anything like that, none of that matters, because it's a documentary about you. It's like people watch it. It's not like a show, you know. Like if Netflix is doing a show on you, then they're gonna be like, this guy's too edgy. We've got to protect our brand, whatever. Because this is a documentary about you, like it can be real, you know. It can be 100% real. We don't have to like water anything down or whatever. So what we'd have to do.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Actually, the Netflix show I was doing before, it was like very similar. They were going to do some kind of like documentary on live streaming as a whole, and I was going to have a segment. And we met at the Cheesecake Factory, and there were these British girls, and I don't know what happened with them. I guess I don't know, bro. They did some other shit. But,
yeah, but basically, what I'm probably gonna have to do is I'm probably gonna have to try and put together like around $30,000 for. She hasn't got the exact numbers yet to make this.
Who's putting up this 30K?
Well, me probably. Like, I'm probably just gonna try and like take some of my savings, and then also like I might do like some really intense like streams that can like help. You know, that the money from that would go towards it as well.
30K, dude.
Yeah.
I really hope that's worth it. That's a lot of fucking money.
I mean, if I lose the 30K, it's not going to be something that I'm, like, super upset about, because it's something that I've always wanted to say I've done, and, like, it'll just be something that's, like, a life experience for me that I've wanted to do. But, yeah, I mean, I just pretty much wanted, I mean, we can talk about it in more detail, but I kind of just wanted to get your, approval before I, like, get too into like working on things or thinking about things or talking about things.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it sounds good. Let's talk more about it. I mean, it sounds fucking cool. Like it's just, I mean, it's just a documentary basically, but it's your vision. I'm interested to see what your vision actually is.
Yeah. No, yeah, and we can talk about that, and obviously you'd have a, you'd have a say in how that vision is, but I kind of just want it to be like, it would just be your story, you know, it would be your story, and we'd follow you, and things will obviously develop throughout it, but like, I want interviews with Ed, I want interviews with Caroline, I want, like,
a year or two span. That would be an awesome concept.
Yeah, I want to,
that sounds perfect. That'd be so, there's no way that you could get any of those people, but that'd be funny as shit.
Well, yeah, there'll be money behind it, and there'll be, like, there'll be companies behind it, so these people will probably want to get involved because it's legit, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, fuck it, dude, that sounds great. I'm excited to see how that goes. When is this gonna start?
Well, as soon as I've got, basically, most of that money pretty much goes on a documentary editor, because huge amounts of footage will be filmed, and, like, we're gonna have to go through all of your archives and have someone go through all of that and find all the moments that we talk about in the Sizzler reel, and, like, that's where most of that $30,000 goes towards. So I just need to get that money together, and then once I've got that money together, then we'll start with everything.
Alright, so how do you plan on getting the money?
Like I said, like, I'm happy to put, like, a bit of my money, up front, my personal money, and then I think I don't know, like, thanks, I appreciate it.
No, but seriously, that sounds great. Yeah, I mean, if you need help with anything, just let me know, and then we can
yeah, maybe you can, if I think up some sort of stream that I do for a week, or something, like, maybe you can help me host it and, like, let people know that's why I'm doing it. I don't know, like, I'm trying to think what, but, like, something like that, you know? But, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Well,
how's traveling going?
Just let me know when you want to talk about this, and
Yeah.
Travis, what's up?
Well, maybe when I'm in Miami, me and Hannah might go to Disney World. So if you're in Florida around the same time, maybe fly Kimberly out and we can go to Disney World together or some shit.
Well, I mean, she has a job and her own family to go to, but you can meet up with me at the park that I'm parked at. Do you want to go to Disney World? Just quit your job.
It'll be sometime like sometime like between like the 20th and like Christmas.
Yes, you can. But you can stop by you can stop by my little camper parked at the parking lot or something in Palm Beach.
Yeah, I'm down. I'll come say hi to you.
Yeah, dude, we can like sleep in the camper together. Fucking be funny.
All right then, let's do it. All right then.
No, yeah, stop by Palm Beach because it's on the way to Orlando anyway.
All right then, perfect. All right then, I'll see you sometime later on. Enjoy the rest of your traveling.
All right.
All right, bye bye. Bye, Kimberly. All right, let me read these donations. Would you have the budget to have a crew follow the network periodically over a year or two span? That would be awesome concept. So Luke, how it works is, I'll read the chat in a second, guys. I know, sorry, I was on the phone with Ice, and I like to, pay attention to the person I'm talking to. I'll get to the chat in a minute, but so basically we get the 30,000 first of all.
The money for the film on stream with Ice and the whole crew doing a crazy event or some shit. You can then use that as part of the documentary to demonstrate the power of live streaming and how the viewer interaction works and shit.
Yeah, the Hot Chica, that's exactly the kind of concept that I was thinking. I think that definitely needs to be filmed, raising the money, because that is a really, really cool thing to put. Potentially, if we put it just into the Sizzler, how the film was made, like, that's fucking awesome. I like that a lot. So yeah, so we get the 30,000 and we make this kind of like thing that maybe takes us, I don't know, a month, 2 months, whatever to make, okay? 2 months of filming. And then however long of editing, it could be up to like 2-3 months of editing. And then that gets pitched around, so it could go to TV, it could go to Netflix. Like, honestly, I think it's kind of stupid, and I said this to her. I'd love to know your guys' opinion. Is, like, I think it's stupid it going on TV. It should go on a digital platform like Netflix. Am I right or not? Like, what's your opinion? Yes, Netflix or no Netflix? Of course EBZ will be in the... YouTube Red Blvd, stop. YouTube Red is the biggest trash ever. Like, who here... Look, I'm going to do a fucking poll for this one. Here we go. I'm so intrigued to see this. Yeah. I'm so intrigued to see this. Yeah, of course. Like, I literally haven't had cable or anything like that in 10 years, maybe longer. No one watches fucking TV anymore. So to put something that's about a very digital lifestyle on TV, for me, seems really stupid. Like, it definitely lives on Hulu or Netflix. Personally, I'm not a Hulu fan. No, I don't watch sports. I don't watch sports at all. But I don't like Hulu, honestly, but I think Netflix is the way to go with it. Amazon Prime, no, that's lame as well. Yeah, she did suggest Vice as well, but she told me that, I don't know, she didn't tell me exactly what, because our conversation was going on for too long, but she said something's going on with Vice at the moment, like, something weird, something potentially is gonna happen with Vice that's gonna be a bit weird, so I don't know whether Vice is Vice is good, but I feel like Netflix is a much bigger platform. Okay, and here's the other thing. Do you think the documentary kind of needs to be, should there be, here, this is another fucking poll. I can't spell, by the way. I'm so dyslexic. So, this poll is, should the documentary have a host? So, should we find someone who, like, interviews the people? You know, like, the BuzzFeed one where he live streamed himself for 7 days and he kind of narrated it? Or should it just be, like, following Ice around and it's kind of like his words that kind of lead the storyline? So, here's the poll. I personally think probably no. Like, there shouldn't be a host. I think it would make it weird and it would probably cause
Netflix would be the best for platform revenue, but YouTube Red might be easier, or could be uploaded after Netflix.
Tom, I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why YouTube Red is absolutely a no. And there's not been one successful YouTube Red show. There's not been one successful YouTube Red show. 2, every single YouTube Red show I've watched has been absolutely trash, okay? It's been just really badly put together, really fucking cheesy and shit. Number 3, and this is the biggest one, Tom, and I think you understand this. The stuff we do, it doesn't shine too great.
In this industry. Not gonna dox myself, but 30,000 seems very low for a top quality package to take to Netflix. But if that's what she thinks, then fuck it, but you should just set up a legit crowdfunding page. No host. Storyboard it. Watch Amy.
Alright, okay, yeah. Scuff the Vice.
So what happens if you spend 30,000 on a sizzler and no one is interested? Just curious.
Let me get back to the YouTube Red thing. Here's the biggest one with YouTube Red. The stuff we do on YouTube is probably not how YouTube wants to portray themselves, and it's not how they want to see their platform being used. So for us to make a documentary on Ice Poseidon, a live streamer on YouTube, and to show everything, all of the shit that goes on, the fucking fighting, the drama, the fucking text-to-speech, the media, YouTube Red's not going to be like, yeah, let's push this documentary about what these people do on our platform. So, number 1 above everything, YouTube would not take on the project. Anyway, yeah, so, back to the 30,000 on a sizzler, no one's interested. So
Greek God X narrate this documentary.
if we end up making it and we spend the 30,000 on it and we don't get any buyers, then $30,000 is stuck on this video and that's it. And what you do is you keep pushing it to people and pushing it to people and pushing it to people, and then if not, then what we make will get released on a YouTube channel and you guys will just get to watch it, and that's it. Like there's nothing more than that, and that is the world of fucking the entertainment industry. So you have to make sure the people that are behind it, say this documentary maker, you have to make sure they believe in the vision and they think they can sell it. And she said this should be very, very easy to sell. it will be very easy to sell, she said. So do you guys honestly be in the community? I know it's when I talk to people in my Discord and I'm sitting there chatting to them about it, I think they
YouTube Red, it's dead as fuck. You might as well premiere it on Chatterbait if you're going down that road. Aim for Vices, they'd almost definitely take it, or if you could get Netflix, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, I think Netflix priority, Vice second. So I talk to people on my Discord. I feel like they find it hard to see the attraction of the interest and the attraction of making a documentary on ice. I don't know, but for me, being more not deep in the community, I see the interest. I want to know. Let's get another poll.
Did you see they got rid of YouTube trending for live stream?
Did they? Let me have a look in a minute. Okay. Tell me about this one. We'll do all the polls today. Here we go. Tell me, this is what I want to know. I want to know whether you think people will watch it or not. Who are...
Put it on Hulu lol JK, just get only Grope Me Blade to host it. Bump that 30k up to 40k for the Jagger and you're good.
Oh my god, imagine Blade trying to host it. Let's see these results.
I really think you need a host in this particular case. Someone to really push Ice like Adrian does. Ice isn't gonna give up his real feelings unless pressed in a journalistic way.
Okay, so John Freeman. This is how it's filmed, and it's not just gonna... You don't just film and let it happen. There's going to be two main parts to the documentary. There's when you're following around Ice and following around the people and showing the live streaming and showing all the natural autistic stuff that happens, right? And then there's when the camera's off. And when the camera's off, that's when the person behind the camera, whether it's me or the woman who's filming or other people that we've hired, they ask questions and they get cut out, but that's how it works. So you ask a question, like, how do you feel that today's stream went? And then he'll answer like, the stream today was la 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 la, and you can cut out the question and it's the prompt. So you can create a storyline and you can get things out of people and get them to say things. And get that raw emotion by asking questions, and then the questions get cut out, and then you just see the response. So in a way, there is a host. The host is the director. That's the person who creates the storyline. But you know, you're kind of like you'll see it when and if we make this happen. So we need to... Normies only care about Love Island, not autistic streamers. I'm not super autistic, and I'm not super normie. I'm kind of in between. But who in the chat here has seen Louis Theroux? Documentary These Nuts. Fucking anything for views, that's it, man. You're not in the documentary. That's it. You're not in the documentary anymore, okay? You're not in the documentary. If you're British, you've probably seen this guy called Louis Theroux. He goes and does documentaries on super autistic shit, like swingers clubs, like the inside of like fucking gay straight men that do gay porn, like just weird shit. And you watch it like as a normie, you watch it to be like. What the fuck is this? There's no way there is this autistic guy that lives in a house that lets people walk in his room whenever he wants, has people fighting him, has people making him dump his fucking girlfriend, who has all of these Andys around him, who has a psychopath named DJ who threatens to kill him with a gun. You know, like, when you watch that, you're like, this can't be real. And as a normie viewer of watching that, you watch it and you're like, no fucking way, you know? And that's interesting. And that's how the shit, that's how the shit can be mainstream. You love DJs. You know, yeah, but I don't know. Well, Chad, what's your opinion on this? What's your opinion on sorry.
No sit-down interviews either, even if you chop it up to cut out the interview like you're saying. Have Adrian or someone there to ask questions while you're following him.
So, your mum. Again, this is all just kind of like, this is all kind of like, up and down. I need to sit down and storyboard and talk about the vision and everything, completely. But, when I was speaking to her last night, how I imagined it is, it's genuinely interesting. It could be a complete garbage or something unique. You're right. It could definitely go anyway. Either way, Chad.
A life story of ICE isn't enough. The story of the documentary should focus on the lives affected by ICE.
Yes.
His own life story of being bullied/loner has changed lives.
Yes.
There is a way to show this. Netflix demands narrative. Would happily discuss in private.
Yeah, Scuff Device, Instagram DM me. You're right.
Problem is you can't follow ICE with a camera crew and expect the autism or the response from bystanders to be the same. It won't be natural, it won't work. But he'll give you a chance. Write a short description like you would see on Netflix, pitch it to me. Hire David Attenborough as the host. Just kidding. You can show the downside to IRL by interviewing Arabandi if possible. I know BBC did a week on new media and the positives and negatives. Blue Planet 3CX edition.
Right, let me go in order of these. Oh wait, let me just go back. Sam, review my new podcast. Alright, Chad, I'll check it out after this. Let me rewind. So I was saying, how I imagine kind of the behind the scenes stuff when ICE isn't streaming. So it's like, we'll be following ICE around a lot when he's not streaming. And other characters, you know, everyone. I'm just using ICE for example. And say we're going to go and get food, you know, as he's walking into the car and in the Uber and eating food, then that's when the kind of more, you know, the more interviewee things come out. And then when it's not behind the scenes and it's the streaming, that's when we're watching the autism. And okay, so then let's move on from that one. A life story of ICE isn't enough. The documentary should be focused around the lives that affected. 100%. I think that's one of the most important things that will be about this movie. And for example, look at myself. Like, my life's completely been changed by ICE, and there's thousands of people. There's viewers, there's streamers, there's people whose lives have been affected negatively, there's people whose lives have been affected very positively. So the whole community, and that's why I keep saying like the CX community, because I'm not talking about just the streamers, I'm not talking about just the viewers, I'm talking about everything that came from this. And I think that's really, really important. The problem is you can't follow around ICE with a camera crew and expect autism or the response from bystanders to be the same. I don't really understand what you're saying there, because number one, it's a documentary, and on a documentary you're going to have one camera, maybe two cameras at the most, but most of the time it's going to be a one camera thing. ICE already has cameras pointing on him. The difference would be he'd have a wireless mic on, and you know, and there'd be a second camera pointing at him. So really, honestly, like, it's no different to him streaming. Hi David Ackerman, just kidding. You can show the downsides to IRL interviewing Arabandi. I love that. That's an amazing idea. You know, this is what's sick, is we can we can come together. Like, this is what's the most dope thing. It's going to be our documentary. It's not going to be my documentary. It's not going to be Ice's documentary. It's not going to be Joanna or whatever her fucking name is, the documentary's documentary. It's going to be our documentary. And because it's going to be filmed over a long period of time, and I'm still going to be streaming, and Ice is still going to be streaming, we can sit down like how we're sitting down now, and we can talk backwards and forwards about it. And we can, you know, you guys can tell me shit like that. You should go and interview Arabandi. You should interview this person. Or I can tell you guys, I'm trying to work out a backstory on this. Like, do you know where there's a clip of that? Or do you know where this story, like, came from? As a community, like, we're going to be able to make it perfect. And that's what's sick. We have all of these fucking people. There's all of you guys, there's all of the people in the community, and we can actually, like, work as a team, and that's going to be sick to do that. Like, that's what's going to get me super excited.
Just make sure to talk about how it all started, how I started the cult of streamers and whatnot. Also include all the cancer donations, the bad things that have happened, all that juicy shit. Just keep SJC out of it, CX. It's too soon to do such a documentary. Howard Stern was doing his thing for 20 years before the first doc was done on him. Ice is only 24, he's only been doing this for a very short time. The community hasn't even developed fully to define itself yet.
Tony, and when we first talked about doing this documentary, that was actually mentioned. So I want to touch on that. The reason why this can happen, seeing that it's only been going for a very short time, is because it sounds really fucking cheesy to say this, but it's pretty groundbreaking. What Ice does is pretty groundbreaking, and what he's done is like nothing else that's ever been done before. And it's very, very early on, and not many people know about this IRL streaming world. It seems like it to you guys because you're in that world, but from a normie outsider point of view, it's going to be something they've never seen before. So that's why, even though it's been around a very short time, Howard Stern was a radio host, and radio host has been around for a very long time. This is something that's completely new and completely, you know, people haven't seen this before. So you can easily do a documentary on someone who's only been doing this for a year and a half, and by the end of the time the documentary's finished, it might be 2 years or whatever. It is possible to make a documentary on someone, even though it's a very short period of time.
Great idea for documentary. As much as people hate you for being a normie, we need someone like you to promote the network to a wider audience. Can't wait to hear EBZ in the credits. Make sure Mexican Andy gets his due respect as the OG Andy.
Yeah, so definitely everyone. And I think that's what's going to be most exciting for me is I'm going to, like, you know, I have to put everything aside from, you know, people I like in the community, people I don't like in the community, people who I think are fucking retarded and bad for the community, people who I think are good for the community. Like, for me, I can just let that all go because it's a documentary, and every single character, right down to fucking Brandon fucking Hampton, you know, will get a part in this documentary. Everyone. Every fucking person that has been in this world will be a part of it. Whether we love them, whether we hate them, that's the beauty of documentary making. It literally doesn't matter. So that it'll be fun to do that. And show different, you know, different characters and different storylines and weave in and out, and, like, you know, imagine following around Brandon Hampton for a week for part of the documentary. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I said we'd interview Caroline. We'd try and interview Ed. We'd interview Ice's parents. Everyone. It would genuinely show every single person that's ever been in the world of Ice Poseidon. Enza, Michael, yeah. Fucking Snail Boy, put him in there. His teachers. Oh my god, yes, that would be amazing. Evan can have a part. He can have the part when you move to Twitch. That can be in there. It'll be in there. It's all part of the story. Yeah, so it's gonna be, if we actually do this.
Feature should be the power of the community.
Yes.
The effect of the callers on local businesses and the knock-on effect of the 1-star reviews when businesses react bad to callers. The businesses that benefit from 5 stars and stream snipers making it big.
Yeah, exactly. Both very, very important things in the community. Like, not to like sound like, oh, you know, it's good that I'm doing this, but like the reason why I think that it's important that someone, you know, like me does this is because I have this relationship already with you guys, and I have already seen the insides of the community. So I imagine a documentary person going in who knows nothing about the community and having to learn everything. I've already spent 7, and it's only 7 months, but 7 intense months every single day of my life involved in this. So even though there's so much stuff I don't know, I have enough knowledge to know all the aspects of the world, to know what to talk about and what to cover. I'm really hyped, and I'm hyped that a lot of you guys are hyped about it. I'm hyped that Ice is hyped about it, and I'm hyped that the documentary maker woman is hyped about it. So, shall we move on to talk about what do you guys think I should do? We've already raised $500 from Ice for the documentary, so we need 2,900, 2,000. Sorry, not 2,000. 20,000 and why can't my brain work right now? We need $29,500 more to go. Okay, sorry. I had a huge brain fart right then. Email. Making a documentary, by the way, can't take 500 off of 30,000. We need $29,500 more to go. So we need to think up something. We need to think up something we can do. You know, look. Do you think a GoFundMe would work? Because personally, I don't. Do you think a GoFundMe would work in this situation? I personally think it wouldn't. Hey, I'm alive. It can't, yeah, I don't think it can be. I think it needs to be streams. So I think we need to do streams. Maybe I can reach out to, some people have reached out to me that have money, and they've asked, what can I do to be involved with the CX network? I want to invest my money. I love the community. I want to invest my money in. So I could maybe talk to you know, some people have done that and see what they say to kind of like get some of the money, and then we can raise some of the money together for like a nice, like someone said, like a 1-week isolation stream. I mean, not like, I want to make it more fun than that, but something like that. I'll do something that's very crazy where you guys can help support it. Mr. Beast donation, you're right, that's what I need. That's what we need. How can we do that?
You should do some kind of torture, last man standing stream with Ice to help fund the documentary. A couple of those and bam, money made, and we as viewers are happy. We need more shit like that.
Sorry. You should do some some kind of Torture Last Man Standing stream with ICE to help fund the documentary. A couple of those, and bam, money made, and we as viewers will be happy. We need to see some shit like that. Okay, so maybe, do you think I can talk in other, do you think other CX streamers would be down to help me with fundraising the money? Seeing as that'd be a part of the documentary as well, do you think they would or not? No. No. Alright, let me put it in the group. Let me put it in the group Twitter DM and let's see what they say. Here we go. Let me put it in the group Twitter
Sam,
DM.
Hannah and Sally and Betty slept at Adam 22's house last night. Will you include that in the documentary?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure they did. Right, let me write this DM.
Andy Milanakis might be interested in being involved / funding given his background and areas of interest. Also get an Arab Andy interview. Fund money in event which will be content for documentary. Even the whole arc of doc could be about raising the cash.
So it's gonna take me a second to write this up. I think that Andy definitely, well, of course Andy's going to be involved in it. Sorry, I've got to type this email, it's kind of long. It's not an email, it's, I'm writing in the DM to everyone on the network in full what I'm doing, so they know, you know, everything. And then I'm going to send it to them, see if they'll be involved. Sorry. Alyssa Violet's the host. Stop it. Yo, Blade, how's it going, man? You good? How you feeling?
Yo Sam, I got a CX haircut Pablo Pie on YouTube, check it out.
Sorry, 1 second. I'll check that out in 1 second. I'm gonna pause these donations until I've written this. I'm nearly there. I'm typing. Okay, alright. Jesus fucking Christ. Sam, do that off stream. The reason why I'm not gonna do it off stream is because I'm so bad. My things slip my mind. So if I don't do what I need to do, like then and there in that moment, I don't do it. So I just typed a fucking paragraph in silence whilst you guys watched me rapidly type. I'm sorry, but that's live streaming, right? I have to piss on stream. I have to shit on stream, and you know I have to do a lot of things on stream. Right? This guy said check out his hair. So let's have a look. CX novel. Yeah, tell me about it. Alright. Oh, God. This is this guy. Oh, I saw that on Ice's Reddit. I saw something like you were asking to stream or some shit. Alright, there's a couple of donations. Don't know why they're not playing. This one said, only use me Blade is a washed up alcoholic sex pest hanging around with young streamers using Call of Duty. Yes, only piss my okay, really nice. Hey Sam, your streams help me cope with anxiety. I've been watching you since the prank days. Don't mean to be a burden, but can you tell me some things I can do to be happy?
So your first step to this documentary is asking the people who wouldn't even pay $100 for a banana boat ride to help you out with $30,000 lol.
No, I'm not asking them to give me money. I'm saying if I made a stream, like I came up with a stream idea, would they be down to participate in the stream to help raise the money? I'm not asking them to give me their money. I know they're not going to give me their money for it. That's it. And yo, I mean, if you're feeling down, you need to work out what stuff that makes you happy. Like find an outlet. That's what I do. So for me, I like to create. I like to like paint. I like to make stuff. I like to build stuff. I like to like get on my fucking bike and just ride. Go on a hike, stuff like that. Like you have to do stuff. Like when you feel the saddest and the most depressed is when you're sitting at home doing nothing. Like jump in the Discord, talk to people in Discord. Anything. As long as you're not sitting there doing nothing, you'll feel better. So just get out there and just try and do stuff that you like doing. Like a lot of people are watching the streams right now, and it helps them like take their mind off bullshit, you know? I do the same thing. I'll watch videos, I'll watch streams, I'll interact with people, whatever. EBC gonna donate all.
If the documentary is successful and makes a lot of money, then you can go to Rwanda and film an EBZ origin story. Could even compete against Marvel. Look at how big Black Panther was.
True. Think of it. Once we've done the documentary on Ice Poseidon, then we can start doing spin-off documentaries on all of the other people on the network. EBZ, day one backstory on him. You know, like we can make quality content, guys. We're gonna have the most spin-offs ever from one documentary. And honestly, the people that are saying it's not gonna happen, etc., it fuels me. Like it makes me want to do